Before I start my, pop my domain, infinite glazing, I want to say thank you to everyone who has subscribed in like the last month-ish. Hitting 100's been a goal for a while now. Ever since last year when I stopped for a while. I stopped at like around 76, and I struggled to grow my stuff. So seeing this stuff grow has given me a lot of motivation, even if I'm not uploading. It is giving me a lot of motivation to keep making stuff on Veilbound. So I hope in the future you guys continue to enjoy what I make, or whoever continues to enjoy it. I know I got some people every once in a while who come here threatening to dox me. Not literally, but jokefully. But yeah. So world building, right? I'll be for real, it's kind of more of just a yap session because I'm not really sure how the world's going to go. The unveiling, where they release a bunch of stuff about the game, hasn't happened yet. And so I plan to make all these videos once the game comes out with a way more educated opinion and way better yap. Okay, so let me continue popping my domain so I can get this video out. So a big thing about world building when it comes to Veilbound is that this game is marketed as a role-playing game. And from what I can tell, the lore isn't going to be super crazy, but it might be to the point where some landmarks might build into the lore, right? So in some of these clips, if you look at the background, and later on there's going to be a patron sneak of like a world event, I guess you could call it. But if you look in the background, you'll see rundown castles, rundown churches, and overall, in what I'd consider a pretty cool looking map, at least from the little tidbits we get. So seeing something like this just in trailers makes me honestly really excited because they still have a lot of work to do, right? They still want to work on a lot of stuff. So honestly, if you got some extra money, hop in the Discord, buy some Patreon, and say, hey yo, this guy like my video too, and I'm gonna pop off. Like my video too. Say this guy can help me find a server. Because I like causing chaos. No, I'm joking. But yeah, especially since they're getting a really big influx of patrons right now. They at least from what I've seen and stuff like announcements, they've been funding stuff like usual. So it's really cool to see that they're getting a lot more funding to do a lot more stuff. But this also means that the world's just gonna be built upon, right? Because since not only is this a passion project by a good chunk of the team, this is now funded, right? Funded pretty good. Yeah, like I was saying, oh my goodness, I cannot yap today, bro. The first of this month, he talked about how he thinks the community for the support, there's a lot new patrons coming in, which helps him fund the game. And so, seeing that the trailers already have a really cool map, and then seeing that he still wants to work on the game more, is extremely refreshing because it might mean that the world building is going to be really well done, which is something we've only really seen from Deepwoken. Type Soul's map is doo-doo. I'm gonna be so for real. I hate running around there, man.
Oh boy, I can't wait to flash step for these 3 minutes. Oh man.
No, that's so boring. But if it's a map that we can enjoy running around in, like on dear lord, bro, I'm struggling today. Goodness, forgive me. But like on Deepwoken, right? No one enjoys sailing. Not a single person in that game enjoys sailing, unless you get into like a pirate fight or a cannonball fight, right? Otherwise, nobody wants to do sailing. Not a single person. Not a single person. I'm gonna say that with confidence that nobody wants to do sailing. But if Veilbound can make an interesting world. If Veilbound can make an interesting world where even just running around is still fun, and it's always cool to see some landmarks while running throughout the place, and it's, like I said, always fun to run around, that would be really interesting. A game where even if you're just running around, you can still have fun instead of having to run around. It's a drag, it's so boring, and then you lose all motivation to play, right? I know that's a big problem with Deepwoken. Like, I'm gonna be using, like I've said before, Type Soul and Deepwoken as my main two examples because those are the games that kind of rule the platform when it comes to big combat at this moment, I feel like. But seeing, like I already said, the world could be really cool. This could also lead to better immersion, right? Now, even if it's a Roblox game, immersion is still possible, especially if the world is done right. Would right be the right? Yeah, even if the world is done right? And so, if it is done right, then not only can you enjoy just like another game on Roblox, but it'd be a lot easier to really get into it. You know, have your main character moments. You know, I am the Dragon of the West, and then go and grip like 3 different freshies, right? Or like, you know, go on your villain arc and then like stab 3 different guys with like, I don't know, a shank or rebarb or whatever you can find around the map. You know, that won't be possible, but that'd be interesting. You know, little roleplay things, which could be fun. And plus, if the map is big, this would also be really fun to play with friends, because not only is the map already fun, but adding friends onto it could make the game a lot more enjoyable, especially if you're just grinding, right? Now, that's usually how it is in Deepwoken, but in games like Deepwoken and Type Soul, while you can grind with your friends, you get less XP, right? And plus, I'm gonna be for real, duo progging is so boring. The only reason you have your friend there is to talk to somebody while you're progging so that you don't feel like blowing your brains out. Because, like, I know that's, like, me personally. I hate progging in general in any other game, because the map is just so boring. If the map is bland, I lose all motivation to even want to run around, right? Because, like, the combat might be fun, but if, like, getting to the combat is just boring and it's just a drag, then why would you want to do it, right? But if Veilbound can get their world to a point where it's good and it's fun to run around, progression might be really entertaining. And having an entertaining progression for once in a game would be a complete game changer, because while Deepwoken and Type Soul are fun to prog in the beginning, it starts to drag on you really quickly. Type Soul went in the way that it's going to take a long time, and the payouts are supposedly good, even though combat is absolute balls. While Deepwoken went into the approach of quick progression, which now people can make builds left and right, but that just makes it annoying, right?
Oh, it's on me.
Because like a major part of the game is just making the build. The only thing you see now is max levels running around. Like I never. Well, I mean, I do get jumped in depths pretty commonly, but I don't ever wipe, right? So now there's no need to prog, and plus progging is boring. So when you do eventually wipe, you're more likely to get that restore instead of remaking the build, right? While remaking the build might be the best thing to do, a restore would be easy because the game is just boring.
Basically, when your hitbox comes out,
But anyway,
press E.
I'm gonna end it here because I feel like I'm just going in circles. But anyway, world building, if it's done right, it could be really fun. Progression could be a lot better, and just running around would be really cool. But that's about it. Bye.